What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to talk to you about how you can become an NSCA certified strength and conditioning coach or personal trainer, what the differences are, and how you can go around to studying for yourself and getting the certification that you want for your goals. And let's get right into it. So for the NSCA, there are member prices and non-member prices for their certification. So if you become a member, you have access to all the research articles in the journals of strength and conditioning research, and you also have access to a lot of other tools and are able to purchase CEUs, which are continuing education units that you will need in the future to be able to recertify yourself, because things are changing all the time, and the NSCA wants you to be as educated as possible to be able to maintain your certification so you can help your clients out in the future. So I took the NSCA CPT, their Certified Personal Training Cert, back last year, 2016, in September. I studied for a little while for that, and I barely passed it by the skin of my teeth. I was taking a exercise testing and prescription class that helped me towards it, and I was also taking an exercise physiology class, which also helped me build a foundation for basic knowledge and understanding of how the body works, so I'm able to take that test. And the reason I barely passed it was because the NSCA and all different certifying officials and associations have their own recommendations, and everything is different. So if you want to get certified by a certain body, you need to learn what their recommendations are, what they're suggesting, and what they're putting out there, because you'll find that most of them are a little bit different. So I became a personal trainer when I started doing personal training, and I found that it's really awesome to be one-on-one and helping people, but there's a lot of corporate gyms that make it very difficult for you to just have a real true passion for this, because they're always pushing sales, and it's kind of annoying. So what I was leaning more towards was becoming a certified strength and conditioning coach, training athletes, and in the future training tactical athletes, which is what I am right now working towards. So the difference between a personal trainer and a strength coach is a personal trainer is basically somebody who is going to help you get from, maybe overweight to where you want to get to, or somebody who is teaching you how to utilize equipments in the gym and just help you reach your goals whatever it may be, whether weight gain, weight loss, gain more muscle mass, tone down, and anything that you really want one-on-one in a gym setting. And as a strength and conditioning coach, you have to understand a little bit more about sports and how to make recommendations for your athlete, a little bit of the psychology of the athlete, a lot about the physiology, so you know what energy systems you're utilizing, when they're utilizing it, how to periodize your training so your athletes don't overtrain, and it's a lot more in depth. I want to show you guys the books that I used straight from the NSCA. So I have the NSCA's Essential of Personal Training book, and I also have the Essentials of Strength and Conditioning book. I actually read this entire book, every single page. I skipped through a lot of things that I already learned in class, or went over it, because sometimes in a classroom setting, the things that I was learning is a little bit more advanced, and this book actually broke it down into a very simplistic form for me to understand, and I really enjoyed reading this book, the Certified Personal Trainer book. I didn't read the entire thing. I just took a lot of quizzes on the app that they have, and they have it on the Apple Store, and I'm pretty sure they have it on the whatever the Android system is using. So these are the two things that I utilized to pass my exam. And to take your exam, you have to register for it. You get a discounted price if you're a member, and then you have to actually go to a testing center around your area and take the test, and then you get your results that day, and you have to have your CPR card, CPR and AED certified, for them to be able to send you your actual certification And one of the biggest differences between these two is for a certified personal trainer, you just need to have a high school diploma, and to become a strength and conditioning coach, you have to have a bachelor's degree. Before, it was a bachelor's degree in a health-related field, but now they're making a little bit of changes for people who got a business degree that want to also do this, or people who got another degree in another field. As long as you have a bachelor's degree and you read the entire book, have a great understanding of everything, and actually take the exam and pass it, then you're good to go. So as far as the strength and conditioning exam, there are two tests. There's a practical exam, and then the second test is exercise science and nutrition portions. Both parts of the exams were pretty hard. I walked in taking the exam and I was like, did I even study for this? But I gave it my best shot, and at the end I actually passed, like, with a really good score. A lot better than I did for the personal training certification, but that's because I had more of a knowledge and I was able to make the best educated guess possible. So as long as you have a good basic understanding of everything that this book is trying to teach you, then you should be solid for that. I studied for I studied an entire month, at least 3 or 4 times a week. I try to get at least one chapter a day each time that I did it, or one chapter every 2 days, and there's about 24 chapters in this book, so it was about a month. Another recommendation I would suggest is to actually go to your local university and take a exercise physiology class or an exercise testing and prescription class to get a even bigger understanding, and just to tie everything together if you don't have a background in a health related or fitness related or exercise science and kinesiology background. So now you may be wondering what kind of things you can do, what kind of jobs can you get with these kind of certifications. And as for the personal training cert, it's pretty common sense. You're going to be a personal trainer in a corporate gym for yourself. Create your own business, maybe find your own clients. As a strength and conditioning coach, you can go and train kid athletes, adult athletes, anybody in between, and you're focused on improving their sports performance. And you can do that in a group setting, in a private setting, however you may want to go around to doing that. There's a lot of places around bigger cities that have, they're like sports training complexes that train local athletes because they want a little bit more than what their strength and conditioning coach is giving them, that the team is paying for. Also, for strength and conditioning, there are tactical strength and conditioning as well, and that's for law enforcement, firefighters, and military. And the field that I want to go into is tactical strength and conditioning, and become a strength and conditioning coach for special operations guys in the military, which I'm interning right now to understand that and get as much information as I can to be able to get the experience, because I have the knowledge and I'm building my knowledge. Just need the experience now to be able to get into that field in the future, and that's what I'm working on personally, to getting to training special operations forces for the military as a strength coach. Awesome job, awesome people, very go-getter guys, and they don't stop, and sometimes that's a bad thing because you don't want to go balls to the wall 100% of the time. That's why having an understanding of physiology and periodization and being able to teach and educate your members is going to be the key point, because take these guys that have been working out all their lives, have a lot of injuries, but they still want to work out the way that they've been doing it before because it's just the way that they've been taught. Sometimes you have to educate them on that so they can understand why your program's set up that way, and so that they can buy into your program, so they can follow it the way that it's designed, so they can reach their goals at the end. And that is the most important thing, keeping your athletes healthy, keeping them injury free, and being able to push them to their limits, and knowing when to scale back, when to scale up, and just making sure that they reach their end goal in performance and being injury free, so they can continue to have a great career. So guys, that was just a quick little video, just a little informative video on the differences of strength and conditioning versus personal training, and how you too can become a personal trainer or strength and conditioning coach, and what the qualifications for those would be. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment down below. Hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button on the bell so you can get updates whenever I upload something, and yeah, see you guys in the next video.